So I have two parts to this video, and I'm hoping to try and make them short because I have a tendency to ramble on into ridiculous things. But I'm going to talk about toxic people first, and then I want to talk about finding at least one person in your life who can make you be the better version of you. Toxic people doesn't have to be romantic. It doesn't have to be a friendship. It can be a complete stranger, and it could even be yourself. There's no way that you're not toxic to another person. It's just human nature. Everyone is toxic to someone, and it's just because their personalities don't mesh or their lifestyles don't mesh. It doesn't make you a bad person, but it does mean that you need to realize that sometimes you're not the best person to be around someone. And when I say that strangers can be toxic people, I mean, alcohol is probably my worst enemy, and I let a complete stranger convince me that it would be my best friend because it would get me out of my shell, and I convinced my friends that it would be the best thing for me, and it wasn't, and it was a dark time. And recently I have found, a way to get out of that, and it happened in a friend that I've had for 15 years. She came up and she asked me why I didn't do videos anymore, because she watched them and she had subscribed to them, and I was just in shock. Subscribe to them? Why? I mean, this was my release. This was my venting. I didn't expect anything to come from it, but it made me realize that I really enjoyed the fact that she was listening, that me doing these videos, that there was someone out there who saw it and who could listen. And even if there were no comments, even if there were no views, it was that one person. It was just her. And that was what really mattered to me, was that she saw it and it had meant something to her. And I wanted to be a better person for that. And I wanted to take my life and start to be more open and understanding and basically live my life more alive. But I just want to say, please don't let toxic people bring you down. Find people who are going to elevate you just by being around them. And I don't mean elevate like you're more important. I mean because you are important, but I mean elevate as in, don't go down the road that you hate yourself for it. Don't go down the road where you start to question, is this really the right thing for me? If you have to question if it's the right thing, then probably it's not, and there's probably something that you need to think about. So find at least one person. And I'm so proud of one of my friends. She found that one person and she started to fight back, and that was the important part. That was what made it all better. She'd gotten away from toxicity and she found someone who could make her be better. So take a minute, take a second, take a century. Well, don't take a century, that would be bad. But just take a little bit of time and try to figure out if you really are the best person that you could be, that you are deep inside, and find out if the people around you are the ones who are going to help you get to that place, or if they're the ones that are keeping you down.